What's up, everybody? It's Raven Reviews, and today we have a video submission from my Discord server, Swift Combat and Fitness. If you ever watched one of my reviews before, I do reviews for foam fighting combat in the US. It's often called Boffer Sports, or it's just Boffer LARPs. And occasionally, those things are done competitively between participants. We have a lot of tournaments and stuff like that. And I get a lot of video submissions of people who want feedback on their fighting and stuff. In this case, we have a video between Deimos here in white and Aggro here in blue and orange. If you haven't watched one of my videos before, basically I just review their fighting. I don't talk about if something hit or did it not hit. Those aren't really productive things, and I always try to look for some type of lesson to bring out of these videos and stuff like that, while also giving people a review. So let's go ahead and get into it. Both these guys have a pretty relaxed guard. No one's really thrown a shot yet. Aggro hasn't thrown at Deimos' obvious board side shoulder bait. Nice little flurry. Aggro ended up hitting Deimos in the leg. Look like. Kind of curious to see what Deimos is trying to bait out of Aggro. I'm not really sure. Oh, the cross side shoulder, yeah. Deimos is baiting that shield side shoulder so that he can throw cross inside to Aggro's arm. That's a really common strategy. It's a very good one. Aggro here should probably move his shield to cover his inside arm if he's going to stand board foot forward like that, because he keeps getting hit in the arm like that. When you expose your arm, you need to shift your board so that you can actually block that arm, or move to the outside so that your positioning covers the arm. If I was Aggro here, I'd be throwing dark sides. Pump fake towards Deimos' board side shoulder, then throw underneath the shield and into his arm. Deimos is doing a good job here at staying conservative. Not bad. Good attempt there, Aggro. 4-0 Deimos. I would like to see Aggro get more active with that shield. His shield's kind of in a lazy position right there. See, dark side. There you go. He needs to kind of get Deimos to throw cross so that he can make that dark side work, though. Deimos hit board side shoulder, apparently. Usually when you're navigating like where to attack an opponent, there's basic patterns of behaviors that you can play off of. For instance, I'm going to go back here. For instance, Aggro throws at Deimos' leg. Deimos tries to throw inside arm. Cross arm, I guess. Nature defense there with the tree branch. Deimos has some pretty conservative, good shots there. I like that he threw low to let him close range on Aggro. Aggro's attacks aren't bad, by the way. They're just not properly set up for his opponent. A lot of times you'll see that people will have a set of techniques and behaviors that they generally use, and they fail sometimes because they fail to adapt them specifically to their opponent. Like in the case of, at this point, Aggro should be feinting or attempting to strike Deimos' board side shoulder that he can use the dark side. It's always important to customize your techniques and your behaviors to your opponent and not just have muscle memory set behaviors and techniques. Because if you don't, then they're not adaptable. They're not malleable. I think, let me go back real quick. I think Aggro could have hit Deimos in boardside hip. Had he changed levels a little bit and stepped to the outside, he probably could hit that boardside hip instead of just leg. Nice dark side by Deimos. Deimos called dead. See, Aggro just threw 2 feints there, but let's go back. There's 2 feints, none of which are actually threatening, because Deimos knows that he can move out of range. Interesting. I think Aggro's... Oh, nice boardside hip. I didn't think I was going to land. This is one reason why throwing too many feints can often be bad. If you are fighting an opponent who's good at counter punching or throwing counters, they can tag your arm as you're throwing feints, which is what just happened. Nice leg. Again, he could have been boardside ass if he had stepped into it and to the outside and changed levels a little bit. I would probably tell Aggro at this point to probably have less volume and work on more quality of action. Nice, Aggro got it. Good call by Deimos. I think it's even up at this point. Deimos losing his composure a little bit and tender rushing his attacks now. Thus giving Aggro the advantage and allowing Aggro to throw some counters too. I feel like Deimos could have stepped out of that. I don't know why he didn't. Good fake. That was perfect. So I'm going to go back to this because this is a good example of stuff I talk about all the time of if you do something to your opponent and they don't punish you for doing it, you just do the exact same thing, especially if you got the reaction that you wanted. So in this case, Deimos is going to kind of throw a fake over and then try to hit. See, he got that fake over, and he did it twice. So he does this fake over. Aggro bit the fake and didn't punish him. Then Deimos is going to throw the fake again. Didn't get punished, and then he finally threw the attack. I love stuff like that. I love capitalizing off investments you've already made on an opponent. Those are great. 6-9, that's not bad. That's what percentage is that? It's like not, I forget what it is, 27% or something like that. It's gonna be 6-10 maybe. We'll see what happens. Good combo there. That was a great combo by Deimos. He really pushed at the end. That was good setup with the dark sides. Good block strike. I feel like Deimos could have done that the entire time. He just didn't. That was great. Yeah. And my advice to both of these guys would probably be Deimos could probably press a little bit more and press his skill sets. And Aggro probably needs to calm down, bring his volume down a little bit more, and then work on the quality of his movements and try to work on some mechanical efficiencies. And just work on the quality of each action. Because if you're throwing 3 actions and up to 3 actions, and maybe one of them is profitable, or maybe none of them are profitable, then you have an inefficiency there, and you could work on just. The issue is that the more actions and more things that you do, the more likely you are to be countered, and the more likely you're gonna fall into faults and stuff like that. So work on your quality and try to do a little bit better. Anyways, guys, this has been Raven Reviews of Deimos and Aggro. If you like my reviews, you can always join my Discord server, which will be in the link. If you are interested in personal training or coaching for fighting, and fitness, you can always DM me on Facebook or on my Discord server. If you want your own film review, I also provide that as a service, and you can just submit it to our Discord channel, or you can DM me. Yeah, anyways, this video is sponsored by Optimum Arms. If you're looking to be really good at fighting, one of the first things you can do is use the best equipment possible, which allows you to express your skill sets to the highest degree. And using Optimum Arms, they make the best equipment in foam fighting, and I highly recommend all their products. Anyway, guys, check you later. Bye.